Hello and welcome back to another week of Sambo iRacing. We're back at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park in the Aston Martin Vantage GT4. So this is using the fixed setup, brake bias is default, track usage is 55%, and the track temps are just what is loaded in from the test session on this schedule. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and as normal, we're going to do a hot lap, a breakdown, and then we'll be back in the cockpit one final time with the driving line on. Right, let's start the hot lap. Okay then, let's start. So in fifth gear, top of the hill, we're going to brake very, very gently, smoothly back on, as you can see. You'll head over to the left-hand side, then back over to the right. Once we get to the top of the hill, once again, lightly on the brakes. Got to be patient, getting up to full throttle around this corner. Back over to the left-hand side, look for the billboard on the left. Now we're braking up to about 55%, dropping it down to fourth, again, quite a long trail off. Smoothly back on the gas. We're now going to go flat here, and it's a blind turn, top of the hill. We're going to be changing up to sixth gear. Now we turn, hoping the car's going to grip up. Braking hard up to about 80-85%. Long trail off, down to third gear, smoothly back on with the gas. It's a really nice corner, that one. I like it. It's banked. I do like a good banking on a corner. Right, up to sixth gear we go, over the top of the hill, looking for the marshal's post on the right hand side. Now we're gently on the brakes up to about 40%. Long trail off in fifth gear, back on the gas. Now we brake down to fourth gear, smoothly back on again. Going to do the same brake almost again here, and again getting back on the gas at the apex. Straighten around and over and across the line in a 22.076. Right, let's do the breakdown. Right, let's charge through the breakdown. So we get to the top here and we're just dabbing the brakes, only up to what, 22%. Quick trail off, and then in fifth gear we're just smoothly going back up to 100% before we even get to the curbing. We basically want to get our right hand tires just really close up to it. Now you can actually pull it tighter to the wall, and it will give you about half a tenth, something like that, but every now and again your right hand tire is just going to do a little jump, and it's not going to be worth it because you'll end up in that tire barrier on the right hand side. Once again, we get to the top of the hill and we're going to come off the gas, and we're gently going to go on the brakes up to about 30%. And again, a long trail off. I'm still on the brakes now, and now I start pulling back on the throttle. I hold it about 70% until I can see the corner opening up ahead of me. Right, this billboard is going to be our next braking marker on the left-hand side. As we get there, we're going to brake up to about 55%, nearly 60%. And again, a longish trail off down to the apex where we start picking back up again in fourth gear. We can't go to 100% immediately. We've got to get through the apex, see that the corner's opening up, and that's when we go up to 100. Up to fifth gear. So you can't do this on cold tires, and it does take some bravery, but we're going to be changing up to sixth gear in a minute, but we're going to start our turn in as we go through this Continental Bridge up ahead, and we turn quite sharply, as you can see here. The road will follow us, and we change up to sixth gear. We're going to get our left-hand tires to just jump or nudge against that curbing that we've just gone past. Now, as we straighten the wheel out, we're braking up to about 85-90%. We're just going to kiss that first apex, but we're going to let our car go nice and wide for the second apex. We're in third gear. Now I've got full left hand over the top of my right hand, and then some, almost at 180, as you can see here, and smoothly back on in third gear. This bit's self-explanatory. Alright, next braking marker is more or less where it looks like there's an end to this wall here where the marshal hut is, and we're braking up to about 45%, and again a long trail off. We've dropped it down to fifth gear. We're still on the brakes now, only a little bit, but still on them. Once we get over to the curbing here, we start getting back on the full gas, and then, or near to full gas, and now as I straighten my wheel, that's when I'm going to brake, only up to about 30%, dropping it down to 4th, at the apex, getting back on the gas, and then we're going to do the same thing here. The end of these Audi signs on the left-hand side, we're going to get back on the brakes, again up to about 30%, trailing it off down to the apex, and then really just clipping that curbing on the right-hand side, and back up to 100%. So that's the breakdown. We have one final version coming up next with the driving line on without me talking. Enjoy. Or don't. Just sit, watch, and hate it if you want.